What's up, tubers? Welcome back to the channel. Got a big development here on the Bronco. This is a update, bench update installment number 4, part 7, 3, first final version 2. Yeah, whatever. I cut the doors off and I cut the hole. Got the motor to go in there. Had to cut open the bottom of the, in between the frame rails. Motor sits in there nicely. Where the transfer case is going to mount up, it's going to fit fine. The hood will close. I say that with confidence because I haven't tried it yet. and fingers crossed. Hey, that's not crossing your fingers. Cross everything. It should be going there fine. So I cut out this whole bottom section. I'll put some pictures after I ramble of what it took to get to this point. So I guess this is an installment. I hate doing videos like that, but I mean, if I don't, it just turns into a really, really long video. You know, from here now I'll just do the fine tuning of stuff. Do as much, you know, sub-assembly and whatever. There's still a little bit of trimming to do here. I figured it was just easier for the doors. Let's find the right one. So find the right left door. Basically what I did is I just scored around it and made sure that my score was below there, so that I can hand trim all that later. I could cut all that out, you know, with a knife. You can get in there and whittle and chisel away at it a lot easier, and it won't take much because it's mostly just a visual aesthetic thing at this point, you know, with no doors. Whether or not I make a tube door of some sort, I don't know. I probably won't. I mean, the Wrangler that I had we just took the doors off and you just had no doors. So whatever. Where the hood closes, and if it fits and it sits right, it should. I can always hog that out later, but it was relatively easy for those of you that may want to do this, put an engine in. That portion, all I did was drew some straight lines and then got in and scored them each so that it all came out in one solid piece. The front, this was a little trickier. I had to get in and kind of hack and chop and hew. But, you know, once it all goes together and gets glued, you won't see any of that. That won't be visible, so that's fine. I mean, in hindsight, I may have done it differently, but actually gluing this cross member on first helped to keep it from getting too flimsy and wiggly like this. I mean, I went through and I got each door at about the same point of where they were going to get released, the final relief, and then popped them. I mean, as soon as I did, it became flexy. Yeah. Probably not even going to use the top. I mean, I may clean up the doors a little bit and put those like off on a, you know, a side portion of, you know, if I had a display or diorama in the garage. But, you know, again, if you're going to get one and you want to make a motor for it, I mean, I'm almost positive that they will. They're probably just waiting on licensing, or who knows, you know. Again, I think of like the Nova Craftsman that came out with later on with the engine version. I did notice that as soon as I cut that open, it doesn't fit. I mean, it fits, but now it needs to be finessed to go in there. And then I'll just glue this portion on and do my little brackets. I made some brackets. I had markers that I made out of you know, size markers I made out of styrofoam, and then just cut a bunch of pieces, and I'll fine tune those. And then I made some long arms for the rear, cut a little notch in it, and then kind of concave the end just a little bit so that it fits. Oops, boing. Bam. I mean, that's not in there all the way. I probably have them backwards. Yep. See, that fits in there nice and snug, nice and smooth. A relatively correct angle, you know. I mean, I know this is totally not correct, but whatever. My model, my rules. It's gonna look correct as shit when it's sitting on these tires. I mean, come on. That's gonna be super cool. And I mean, the whole thing I was after was keeping the center point of where the center of the wheel, the center of the, you know, the wheel well, where it lines up, so that it's not too far forward back. And then retaining this, I'll just glue those parts of the kit into the middle of my wheel, and then just bolt right up. Bam, bolt right up, no problem. You know, I don't know. I probably could have done that better. Could have done it different. But, you know, that's another reason why I like to buy two of these kind of kits when I see them, that I know I'm going to chop it open. This first one was the guinea pig. You know, this is the sacrificial. How is it gonna work? What do I need to do? And it really wasn't that hard. I was pretty impressed with how easy it's been so far. Knock on simulated wood grain, thud. The hardest part has been done. You know, I'll just have to do some fine trimming there. So like I said, I think that that's a part of the door. I'll have to look on the Google Sphere and find out for sure. But it seems like that would be part of the door. And that's easy enough. I also noticed that I might have to make something to fill between the bottom of the floor and the top of the rocker there, but don't know. Haven't crossed that bridge yet. But again, a wheeler that is all kind of beat up anyways. The idea is that, you know, it's a new Bronco that they bowled or wrecked or whatever, and bought it back from the insurance company and made a trailer queen beast out of it. The trailer is ready. Well, I mean, it just put together. The truck is ready. I'm at that point now where most of the hard work, the heavy lifting, is done. Put some color on this thing, and yeah, this has been a pretty neat little kit. And I can tell that just building it by itself, if you were to build it stock, I mean, I've seen quite a few builds out there already that bone stock. They look amazing. They look great. Like this one guy did his in like that light blue gray-ish. It's an interesting color. They have a really neat color line. I mean, I also thought it would be kind of cool to maybe cut one of those open. I don't know. I mean, it fits great for a top that, remember, if you've seen the video, this was broken. I just put a little bit of plastic weld on there, and I mean, it works fine. It works fine. So, I mean, I probably will paint it just for display purposes, but so, you know, I wanted to make a video to give you guys some modeling content after that horrible, rude video that I put of the drone footage. You know, man, gosh. So there you go. I actually did something on a model there. How to. Yeah, now I can put how to in the title also. That's about it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.